gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I was laying in bed the other night and I was scrolling through my Instagram feed, seeing trend mood and beauty news and all the people who talk about new releases, and I was just seeing so many new things. They were predominantly eyeshadow palettes. I feel like they seem to be exploding right now, and I thought I wanted to do a sort of wish list recommendations type video. But I have to be really tight with my money lately, so I actually can't afford any of these. So I thought I'd instead recommend products that I think you guys should buy, because then I can live vicariously through your purchases, and I'll probably buy myself like one of these things. So yeah, I'm just going to be talking to you guys today about a bunch of new exciting stuff that's coming out. And if you want to know more info, I'm going to have links to everything down below and release dates for my country, Australia, because most of this stuff is probably already out overseas. But yeah, I don't know, I just thought this would be fun and I wanted to show you some of the new pretty exciting stuff that's coming out, and hopefully you guys can buy it because I sure can't. And also, if you have any of these products and you highly recommend one in particular, maybe then let me know, so then that can help me decide that if I do buy one of these, then I'll pick the one that you guys all love. So first up, we have a new palette from Urban Decay, and this is honestly gorgeous. I'm hopefully going to have photos on the screen so you guys can look at it as I am looking at it and describing it to you. But basically, it has one side of eyeshadows in these gorgeous, just like mauvey, pinky purple tones, and then the other side has a highlighter, possibly two highlighters, a bronzer, blushes, I don't know, it depends on your skin tone, will depend on how these work. But yeah, it's just stunning. The mauvey tones are just giving me all sorts of feels, and I know the quality of Urban Decay is amazing, so it would definitely be good. And I just love that it's like an all-in-one palette. You've got a bit of everything, and the packaging is also beautiful, and it's all nice and compact. It's sort of a double-sided palette and it's got a mirror in the center, so I really like that. I like the design. I like that it can close, because was it Urban Decay that brought out a palette recently? It's just this big wide open spread, and it's so weird because how are you going to store that? I don't know. But yeah, it's just really well done, I think, and when you see it you will understand exactly why I'm going crazy over it, because it's just beautiful to look at. The next thing is quite similar, I have to say, but it's got a bit more variety of tones, and that is the new ABH Soft Glam palette. This is just beautiful. I love, again, the mauvey pinky tones in it, and it's also got a few goldy tones, just some warm browns, and I think it's got a lot of similar shades to their previous palettes. They tend to do that, reuse shades, but the new pinky mauvey shades are just gorgeous, and obviously we all know the quality of ABH is amazing, well, apart from Subculture, but I haven't actually tried that, so I can't comment. But this, again, I feel like Norvina just keeps on bringing out amazing palettes, and this is no different. It looks beautiful. I've seen people use it and it's amazing, so I don't really have much else to say except I think it's beautiful. I would love to own it. I would love to own all the ABH palettes, but I'm just going to stick with the one, the Modern Renaissance. It's good enough for me, but this, if I had the money, I would definitely be buying this. And along similar lines to that, the Amrezy highlighter, that thing is gorgeous. I actually almost went on and bought this and the Soft Glam palette when they were released, but it's $17 US for shipping from ABH to Australia, which is probably like 30 Australian dollars. And I just really didn't want to pay that. It was not worth it, so I skipped out on it. But again, I've seen people use this highlighter and it is just blinding, but I also think it might be a little too dark for my pale skin, so I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it because it probably would have been a waste. But it's beautiful to look at, and if it suits your skin tone, please go out and buy it because you will not regret it. The next product I want to talk about is actually from Toofaced, and I tell you what, Toofaced have not really caught my eye in a while because they've just been going down a deep dark path of bad. Which I'm sure a lot of you would agree. They've just been bringing out some weird products, super like kiddie products, I don't know, products that aren't really versatile. I don't know, they've just haven't really been doing much exciting lately. It's all just been a bit weird. That whole unicorn collection was just, a mess. So this palette is a blush palette actually, and the packaging is just gorgeous. What's the word? The imprints that are actually in the blushes are just beautiful. It's these nice florally patterns, and it looks like there's a good variety of shades. I think there's also a highlighter in there, and I am just a blush fanatic, so this looks perfect to me. I know Too Faced's quality of blushes is really, really good. Haven't actually tried a highlighter, so that would be interesting. But yeah, this just looks beautiful. Again, when you see it, you will understand what I mean. It's just so stunning to look at. Most of these products are just aesthetically pleasing to look at because that's what I enjoy, and that seems to be what's coming out lately. So I'm really leaning towards buying this, unless it turns out to be like $800 or we don't even get it in Australia. Who knows? The next two palettes are actually quite similar, and I personally did think that they looked similar, and then duped that, I believe, then went and swatched both, and there is a lot of similar shades in there. So you kind of only need one or the other, but the first one is the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette, which is just beautiful, and the second one is the Lime Crime Venus XL palette. So obviously if you're a person who, you know, still boycotts Lime Crime, go for the Jeffree Star. If you're a person who boycotts Jeffree Star, go for the Lime Crime. Or if you boycott both, then that's pretty unfortunate for you, because these palettes are gorgeous. They just have a really good mix of just bright pinky, purpley, reddy, burgundy tones. I don't know. It's just really exciting. I feel like the Lime Crime one is a little bit more vibrant, so that is probably the one that I would go for, and I know their quality is insane. I haven't really heard people be disappointed by them, whereas Jeffree Star, if you've noticed, has very hit and miss results. Some people love the palettes, and then some people think they are atrocious, or some shades are good and some shades are terrible. Whereas the Lime Crime palettes, they tend to be just amazing overall, with no random crappy shades. So yeah, these palettes are very similar in price as well. So similar in price, similar in shades, and yeah, I guess it just depends who you like more. The next thing is finally not an eyeshadow palette. Well, I guess there was a blush palette in there, but everything seems to be eyeshadows lately. But it's actually 3 new bronzers from The Balm. Now, The Balm make beautiful powder products, so that's why I really wanted to mention these. And I think Bahama Mama is one of their most raved about products. I think it's quite dark, so I don't know if it would suit me. But yeah, they've brought out 3. There's 3 shades, obviously light, medium, dark. I really like the light and the medium because the light's quite cool tone, the medium has that warmer tone, and as lots of you might know, I like to bronze and contour sort of all in one, so I think that middle shade would be perfect for me. But yeah, I just wanted to mention these because, again, they do amazing powder products, and I am starting to be more into bronzers lately. I don't know, since I've sort of learned how to use them, I guess. And yeah, I just think they'd be really good. They'll also be affordable, so that's always nice, and accessible because they'll be in your local Target. So the next product I want to talk about, unfortunately, I think would be too dark for my skin tone. So that's kind of good because it rules out the chance of me ever buying it. But you guys need this if you have a medium to dark skin tone. It is actually a highlighter collaboration with Becca Cosmetics and Sanananas. I don't know who she is, but they've brought out this beautiful pinkish, lightish gold reflective highlighter. It has the Eiffel Tower on it with a whole bunch of stars imprinted in the product, and it's just beautiful. They describe it as a soft romantic pink inspired by the lights of the Eiffel Tower in the sunset. It just looks absolutely gorgeous swatched, but I know this would probably just leave a pink stripe on my skin. But Becca highlighters, again, we all know that they are absolutely stunning, so I just know this product would be really, really good. And obviously the Jaclyn Hill highlighter is amazing. So if you guys happen to know who this woman is, or if you just love Becca highlighters, then I definitely think you should get your hands on this. If you can even buy it anymore, because I'm sure it was limited edition, but I don't know when it was released. But sorry if you can't buy it anymore. I might cut this out if you can't, but just even go have a look at it, please, because it's beautiful. Back onto the eyeshadow train, we have the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat. Now, I really wanted the Heat palette, but I didn't think it was necessary for me at all. I'm sure I've got similar shades in all my other palettes, and I don't tend to wear vibrant oranges and colors like that often. they actually make my eye water the most, I think, because they're so vibrant, which is unfortunate because they do look beautiful. But yeah, this is just a really mini version. I think it's mostly matte with maybe one shimmer. Oh, actually it says 6. Okay, it says 6 new matte shades, so it's actually all matte, but I don't mind. You can easily just chuck on your highlighter on your lid if you want any glow, but I think an all matte eye is actually really gorgeous too. So yeah, it's just got a dark shade. I can't tell if that's a black or a dark brown, and then a sort of dark brown, an orange, a lighter brown, a creamy shade, and then a white shade. So it's just perfect to get you that all matte, gorgeous, warm eye look. And if you don't need the whole big palette, then this petite version is perfect. I think it'll also, of course, be more affordable and good for travel. And yeah, I just think it's perfect for someone who doesn't necessarily have a million eyeshadow palettes and just wants a nice, simple little palette that will give them a good variety of warm looks. And the packaging is exactly like the big version as well, which is also beautiful, so I'm sold. And the final product we're going to talk about is another eyeshadow palette, and this is one from Juvia's Place. Now, I want every eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place, let's be honest. They have the most gorgeous range of shades, and they're all so vibrant and poppin' and just I want them all over my eyes. They just give me so much inspiration and just make me want to be so creative and fun. So the one that they're bringing out recently, or have brought out, is the Festival palette, and it just has this bright, vibrant orangey red, this bright pink, this nice deep tealy blue, a mustard, gold, a deepish red burgundy shade. And I just feel like it's so fun, but you could also achieve a really simple, natural, everyday look with it. It's just amazing. And I've also, of course, heard that the quality of these is out of this world. So I think one day, if I ever did get a palette from Juvia's Place, it would probably be this one. And because it's only a 9-pan one, it'll also be not too expensive, because it is actually quite an affordable brand for what you get. So the 9-pan shouldn't be too bad, considering they do big, probably like 16-ish pan palettes. So yeah, I don't know, that one's just really calling my name, and when I saw it, I just wanted to put it all over my face. So that is all I have to talk about today. I did scroll through Trendmood and Dupe That and things like that to really find products that weren't eyeshadow palettes, and it just doesn't seem that much is coming out lately that's not eyeshadow that I have any interest in. So sorry that that's all we really talked about, but they just seem to be coming out left, right and center. And I love eyeshadow palettes, so I'm not really complaining. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you want it to be any different, or let me know what else you want me to talk about, because believe me, I can sit here and talk to you all day long. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe down below if you are new. And I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!